and welcome to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're going to see who will you catch feelings for next, or who will catch feelings for you next in love, and where will it go? How will they pursue you, or what will happen? How will you pursue them? We'll get into all of those details. That is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the yellow geode, and we'll be using the Sleepwalker Tarot. For group two, we have the pink geode, and we'll be using the Dream Within Dreams Tarot. For group three, we have the white geode, and we'll be using the Dive to You Tarot. And for group four, we have the blue geode, and we'll be using the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot for group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group one with the yellow geode and the Sleepwalker Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will catch feelings for you next in love. Where will it go? How will they pursue you, or how will you pursue each other? All that good stuff. Spirit, for group one with the yellow geode, please show us who they will catch feelings for, or who will catch feelings for them. Oh, so first card out, we got Unfinished Business and Truth. So the first connection coming through for you, group one, is something that has been unfinished, and it's kind of been enough time where both of you have been able to acknowledge the truth. You know, when you're in it, you can't, I'm talking about I really can't help it. I just have to. I have to say it anytime. But when you're in it, it's like you can't realize every small detail because you're fighting for your life literally in the moment, trying to do the best you can with the situation that you're in. But once you're finally out of that and you're out of like the anxiety and the veil of being in the eye of the storm, you can actually see things for how they are, the both of you. So this person that you have unfinished business with, it's like you guys have gotten a little time to chill. This doesn't necessarily mean that you've been at a distance either. This could just mean that things have cooled down between the two of you romantically. And there's unfinished business. Maybe at some point things kind of heated up, and then one or both of you got distracted with work or life, or maybe things heated up and one of you were like, oh, okay, this is getting a little too hot. Let me go ahead and take a step back. Maybe you guys were both pursuing each other. Things were good. And then someone started to feel like, you know what? I would rather be chased like in this situation. So they took a step back, and, you know, the other party may have read that as like, okay, are they disinterested? I'll just kind of wait for them to come around then. And then both of you kind of ended up missing out because it's like neither party was in that energy of pursuance anymore. I just saw 333. So it's not over. You know, unfinished business can also talk about patterns and, you know, kind of going on a cyclical type of path with this person. So, you know, that's almost leading me to believe that maybe there was a reason that you met this person in the first place if spirit keeps bringing you back to them. This could also be about a back and forth, you know, like a tennis match, and it's like you give a little, I give a little, I give a little, you give a little, and it's just kind of like, okay, both of you are wanting to, you know, receive from the other at this point. So we're kind of at a standstill. Regardless, the Truth card is about confessions, clarity, and revealing secrets. So I do see this person revealing to you that they have feelings for you, and if you're called to, then I see that you will also reveal that to them. Maybe it'll be a mutual confession where it's like, okay, you know how in the movies they say it at the same time, I like you, you know what I mean? It could be a situation like that, or it could be like, okay, they admit their feelings to you, and then you're like, you know what, I like this person too, so I'm going to match their energy, and you're going to tell them that. We have fear in a relationship. So this kind of leads me to believe that there was, instead of like there 100% being something actually keeping you apart, like maybe distance or work or money, it feels like there's a fear here. And to be honest, you know, these things can kind of all come together and make up the end product. So it can be a mix of things where it's like, okay, I have money issues, and that brings a fear up that, one day group one won't want to be with me anymore because there will be someone else better that they could date. So it could be a combination of things, but essentially this person or the both of you has been afraid, a bit uneasy, and even suspicious of the other. Like, are you genuine? What's your role? Who are you to me? Yeah, that's really sticking out to me. Someone was looking for extra confirmation from the other person before it was kind of the right time for it. So it's like, of course, if you guys have a conversation about exclusivity and then you see like, oh, there's this name that keeps popping up on their phone, yeah, that's suspicious. But when you guys haven't had that at all, especially if you come into it like, okay, this is just casual, I'm not looking for anything serious, and then you see the name pop up on their phone, at that point you're still getting to know each other. Technically, you really don't have any, what's the word I want to use? Like, you don't really have any authority in that situation to say, oh, you shouldn't be talking to other people unless you guys have decided that's what you're going to do. So maybe that was the situation where it's like, I'm feeling uncomfortable, but I also am not in a place, with this person where I can justifiably kind of ask for certain things. So it just kind of made, you feel suppressed or them feel suppressed. Regardless, we got the relationship card. That's the direction that you guys are moving into relationship potential. There's a commitment that has the ability to be made before you guys can enter a partnership and officially kind of agree like, okay, we're going to date each other exclusively. All right, Spirit, for group one, tell us more. Can you show us anything about who this is or what the meaning is to the connection? Why is Spirit leading group one back to this person? As soon as I say that, we got the mystery card popping up. And you know what? That's how it is. Like, typically when there's something that Spirit needs you to know, Spirit will just reveal it to you. You won't really have to look for it and figure it out unless it's not meant for you to know at that time. So this could be one of those super annoying situations where it's like Spirit is only revealing little things at once. Like, only when it's important for you to know in that time will Spirit fully reveal it to you. You can look out for earth signs, but we got Virgo here. You can look out for Capricorn and Taurus as well. Virgo, the alchemist, it says methodical, aligned, ritualistic, and efficient. So this is definitely someone who loves their daily routine. This person can be very insightful and very good in conversations, but they're also very dutiful, which kind of leaves them in a space where they're not always available because they're always working on something. This person cares about their health. They're very discerning, and they kind of like put a lot of responsibility on themselves to be pure, to be refined, to be of a high quality, of a high caliber. Even if they don't move that way always with other people, even if they make janky decisions in regards to other people, when it comes to themselves, they always try to make the best decision for themselves. So this person could definitely be frustrating. That's what's coming out, Virgo energy. So look out for Virgos. In terms of why you met though, we do have the fourth house of roots here. So I do feel like you guys might end up starting a family together or have the ability to be family down the line. This could even talk about soul fam in the sense that this person is significant to you, to be a part of your family, your community. You guys could be interested in certain things, or you could have different things that you could give them and they have different things that they can give you. The fourth house also talks about like your comfort and your daily life. It talks about your home. So this could be someone you live next door to or someone you will move in with at a certain point. This could even be someone who you provide housing or provide housing for you when you're in an uncomfortable situation. The fourth house is about like cooking, self-care, your inner world, being in the house, your habits, your shell. So this could be your gym buddy. This could be someone who you meet up for coffee here and there. This could be someone you exchange ideas with. But we got the square with challenge. So I definitely see that there are some challenges between the two of you. The square is like an aspect when four planets are working with each other, but it's in like a kind of challenging kind of way. Like it creates tension and pressure. It can be very frustrating and demanding, and there's a lot of struggles. Essentially, the square is meant to kind of reorient you in the right direction and solidify your true beliefs and boundaries, and essentially work out those those differences and reconcile and kind of bring you back together stronger than ever. But it can be hard to do so when you get so triggered in the process. So I feel like a couple of things. I feel like this person does have potential to be long-term in your life, especially with that fourth house connection, to do with family and soul fam and, like your home, living together, even having, kids together down the line, starting a family, stability. But I also feel like it'll be very challenging to get there. It's kind of like I'm seeing two different, Spirit is showing me like a Venn diagram where you got this Virgo energy over here and then you have your energy. And it's like, okay, we got one sliver in the middle of how we harmonize and where we really relate. But other than that, we're totally different. So it's hard to harmonize completely. Definitely a struggle. Ultimately, we have the numinous, so I feel like there's a lot of potential between the two of you, but Spirit won't even reveal it unless both of you surrender to it. Otherwise, it's just going to be frustrating and kind of keep you stuck in a loop. There's always someone else that you can do life with, and Spirit doesn't want to force you into anything that's just gonna be like hurtful or harmful to you. So the numinous is about the unknown and the unknowable. It's about your psychic abilities. You'll really have to trust in your intuition with this one. You'll also have to trust in that universal truth and source, that higher power. This connection can trigger you into doing a lot of shadow work or trigger you into like deeper levels of intuition and inner knowing. And tapping into this connection may pop off some of your spiritual gifts and have you tapping into other worlds and enigmas, really delving into the occult and intuition. This could be a connection that shifts you into an ascension. Well, Spirit, where will it go? How will they pursue group one? How will they pursue each other? How will they move forward? We got the Hierophant and the Queen of Wands with the World card reversed and the King of Pentacles. It's like both of you are a king and a queen in your own right. However, we got the Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Fire, and then we have the King of Pentacles, which is the King of Earth. So you have masculine earth and feminine fire here. These elements move totally different. Earth is very grounded. It does not move. It's stable. You can build on top of it. It's very long lasting, and fire supports everything else. It ignites everything else. So naturally, especially if you are the Queen of Wands in this polarity, you likely make them so uncomfortable because it's like, and you know what? That is that Virgo earth energy that we were getting before. King Pentacles is earth in the tarot, and Virgo is earth in the zodiac. Especially if you're showing up as the Queen of Wands, you likely make this person feel triggered. Like, I'm always arguing with you. I'm always getting out of character with you. You frustrate them so bad. But you know what? Low key, the Queen of Wands loves that. She loves when she can get under your skin because she's like, that's releasing that bonding chemical, especially if they're a masculine, to make you attached to me. So the Queen of Wands, she low key loves to trigger people, not gonna lie. She loves the drama. She loves the butting heads. Okay, she's with it. And then we have the King of Pentacles there, who will like flat out ignore you if you're on some BS, which frustrates the Queen of Wands because that like steams out her fire. That she loses her power. If she can't ignite, it's kind of like, well, what do I do? And it frustrates. So you guys, my goodness, we have the Hierophant. There will be so much learning in this connection. And we have the World card here, which is happily ever after. So I feel like if you guys can work through it and you learn those lessons with the Hierophant, both of you will learn a lot, gain a lot of experience, and you'll have happily ever after. But there's definitely going to be a lot of triggering with that Hierophant that will have to happen first. So how will they pursue you? How will you pursue them? Honestly, both of you are pursuing each other in a way that doesn't really relate to the other. You may try to pursue them with excitement, fun, and passion, which they maybe respond to like temporarily, but the King of Pentacles can get burnt out because they don't sit on that higher energy kind of vibration. They sit at that silent hum, like Schumann's resonance, like the earth frequency, like that stable, grounded type of frequency. frequency, and they may try to pursue you with things that could positively impact you long term but don't have very much excitement to them. So King of Pentacles might give you a book or a piece of advice that if you apply could really help you, but the Queen of Wands is more like, let's have some fun. I don't want no book. I don't want no sage advice. I don't feel like you love me because you gave me no sage advice. Like, I want to have fun. I want to get it popping. So you guys really just are struggling with that World card and the Hierophant. Spirit is leading this connection, which now makes sense why there's the Numinous card that came out before. There's a mysterious element working behind the scenes in this connection that is helping to bring you together. And we have the Empress card here. So I do feel like you'll eventually find yourself very supported by this person, and I feel like you'll evolve to a better version of yourself and vice versa. We have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Both of you are going to have to break free from your current shell, your current way of being. Spirit is going to be involved in this situation and help the both of you surrender to each other. There's a high reward here, but also a rough path to get there, not going to lie. That's what I got for you, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Dream Within Dreams Tarot and the pink geode, this is your reading, tapping in to see who is catching feelings for you, or who are you catching feelings for? How will you pursue each other? And we'll see where it will go, how they will pursue you. Spirit for Group 2 with the pink geode. Who is catching feelings for Group 2? Okay. So right away, I'm feeling like this is someone who has a strong energy of attraction towards you. This could be someone that you met during a passionate moment, during some travel perhaps. We have the travel card that came out first. So this could be someone who you're at a distance from, someone who wants to travel to you, or someone who you want to travel to. I'm also getting for a small portion of you that this could be more symbolic in the sense that you guys are at a distance, like maybe the first time you saw them was on social media or some other form of media, and it's like, I feel such a strong connection with this person, but we're at two different phases in life, or we're in two different countries. Like, there could be some literal distance wrapped in there, but I'm also getting an inability to connect. Spirit is also showing me like different departments as well. So say you work with this person, but they're in HR and you're on the floor, and it's like, we never have any overlap. I see you every once in a while in the hallway with your water bottle, but I never have the ability to like really talk to you about anything because we're in totally different departments. What am I supposed to say beyond hi? Like, you know, I can't even bring up, oh, remember that meeting we were in together? Because it's like, we're in totally different departments. I'm getting something like that as well. So a lot of symbolic energy possible here with you, Group 2. The travel card is all about like distance. It could be about boundaries as well. But travel could also be a gateway. So this could be someone that you're meant to meet in the near future. Now we have finance and legal matters. So I'm getting two different things. Some of you are wanting to travel and you're feeling like you're meant to meet the person that you'll end up with during travel. I'm definitely seeing that as well, especially if you feel that way already. But it's like finances and some sort of legal matter is keeping you here. And I wouldn't say legal matter in the terms of like, oh, you're in the middle of a court proceeding. This isn't giving that. This is kind of giving like a different kind of legal matter. Like, I've signed a lease and that could lead to some sort of real legal matter, something like that, versus there being like a legal battle or anything like that you're like in the midst of and having to work out. Also, some of you are being called to travel, but you really can't do that. You don't have very much leeway in terms of your personal finances at this time. So it's like, I want to travel, or I want to move, I want to go there, I want to do this, explore that, but the funds just aren't there at this time. You could be having some, you know, money problems, or maybe your money is just tied up. Maybe you make enough to support yourself, but that's kind of just it. You don't have like that extra where you could really go out, explore, have fun, you know, do all the extra stuff. So this could be more related to you having to wait until you get a promotion or a new position where you're making more. Now, for some of you, this could be more on their end, especially for those of you who have already met this person. Most of that was for like those of you who haven't met yet and you're feeling called to travel and you know that everything's going to kind of fall into place. I was feeling that too. But for those of you who have met, it does seem like this is someone you're at a distance with, whether that's more symbolic or whether that's literal. And there could be a financial issue like a job in the way. And it's like you guys are in two different positions, or it could be finances in the sense that if you require finance in terms of dating, I know a lot of us do. Personally, I am no better. Nope, I personally would not date someone who's struggling. I don't think that you should date if you're really, really down and out, because it's like, I can't even have fun if my money is not right. I'm not even gonna smile on the date, like so. Anyways, it could be more of that, where it's like someone doesn't make as much as they feel like they would need to make to be able to support you or to be able to make you happy. Legal matters could also talk about divorces as well. So this could be someone who's tied up in a connection, in a relationship. Maybe they're signed a lease, with their current partner, and they would have to get out of that lease in order to be with you. We have change in liquid courage. My goodness, I'm so glad to see it, because this lets me know that whether the issue is primarily on your end or their end, I'm seeing change finally coming for you, and you being able to pursue your dreams and step into the life that you really want. This could be about regeneration, where you're able to have a second chance. This is about growth and metamorphosis, and this is also about cycles. So like how even if you just look at our weather, there is a season of cold, nothing's growing, we're in the winter, we're getting a lot of snow, it's harder to navigate, to get around, most people are inside. And then you have the polar opposite, and then the seasons in between. You got summer, where everything's like open and available, you're able to sprint towards your goals, you're able to meet new people, and everything's moving because it's summer, it's warm, and everybody's outside. The change card could also talk about cycles. So you might have been in a season of literally just kind of quiet, being more reserved, working on yourself. You might have been called towards some new books, some new media, some new ideas at that time. And now we're getting out of that, which will be really, really nice. So I see movement coming for you in the near future, group 2. And we got the liquid courage card here too. So you know what? If this is talking about the other person and them, like getting excited because they got that liquid courage, once they see that change happen and they get that liquid courage, oh, it's over. It's a wrap. This person, they're going to do their big one and they're going to come towards you. So that'll be exciting. This liquid courage, I see it inspiring some bravery and confidence with this person, and I see them acting out of character, and this could be vice versa. Yeah, Spirit is showing me someone book a trip, booking a flight on their computer after they done had a few glasses of wine. So that could be, if this is on your end, you're feeling inspired, like, you know what, let me go ahead and just do it. I just saw 555. Let me go ahead and just do it. All right, Spirit, can you tell us more about who is catching feelings for group 2? Tell us more. We got the 10th house of reputation, and we have Mars. Reputation could be partly what's affecting this connection. The 10th house is actually about like fame and notoriety as well. It's also about career. So we were talking about that, not so much the fame and notoriety, but if you are at a symbolic distance with this person where I guess we were, because I was saying if you have seen them online and the distance between the two of you is more symbolic, you haven't been able to meet, then that could 1000% be the thing that connects you together. I'm seeing career being a repeating theme. We got the 2nd house of assets, we got Mars, and we have the 10th house. I'm seeing a highly competitive environment affecting your love life. The 10th house is about like your responsibilities. Like I said, fame, notoriety, your public standing. It can represent authority figures as well, your legacy and the empire that you're trying to create. And it can also talk about your purpose. So if you're being called to your purpose right after you're doing like a love working, pursue that, because purpose, fame, notoriety, if you're being called to start your own platform, or if you met this person and their fame is what's in the way, or you've seen this person, or career is somehow in the way, that's actually the link between the two of you. So the more you work your way up the closer you get. And we have Mars with action. I keep seeing K-pop. That's a very, very, very specific message for like probably one of you, but that would make so much sense. No matter what you're trying to pursue in terms of fame and notoriety, it's definitely highly competitive. Mars talks about like your desire and impulses. So you may be feeling like, you know what, I have the courage and the strength to go after it. It's going to be competition, but there's also going to be a lot of excitement. And Mars can represent like thirst and impatience and even anger as well. So that lets me know there will be some, competition and frustration during your journey. But I do see that if you allow your willpower to rise, your potency is also going to rise, and you're going to activate that inner engine and be able to go for more and more. The second house of assets is all about like your material world and your possessions. Again, second house has high connections to your finance and your talent. So either they're in a talent field or you're in a talent field, or you're being called to it, or you're going to a place that has a lot of talent. Like, maybe that's why I was seeing K-pop, because say you're called to go to SK, South Korea. Super, 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 super popular. A lot of talent. You can literally just be walking on the street and see someone famous. It's very, very common. So, I feel like, your person has fame and notoriety, or you're meant to, or this could be about your security. The second house could be about your credit score as well. So this could be much more career oriented. All right. So Spirit, where will it go? How will they pursue each other, or how will they pursue group 2? We got the King of Coins. So their approach is also much more grounded. Look out for earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. King of Coins takes the longest to come towards, but once they do, they last the longest. They're sure. The King of Coins observes before they take action to make sure, I just saw 1010, that what they're going for is something that's going to be long lasting. They don't want to waste their own time, and they don't want to waste anyone else's either. We have the Three of Coins. Okay, a lot of coin energy again, like literally 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 5 tarot cards you got are all coins. So many cards. We got finances and legal matters talking about money. We got the 10th house and the second house of assets talking about money. So there's so much earth energy here, money, career, fame, energy here. We got the King of Coins and the Three of Coins. So honestly, all you need to do is wait for this person. And Three of Coins, tap in with your spirit guides. That's going to put you in the right place at the right time for success, so you don't have to go against the grain and work so hard. You don't actually have to exert too much of your energy. All you have to do is be yourself. And, like they say, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So work on making yourself the best version of yourself so that you're confident and ready to go once this is, popping off. And other than that, you literally just have to wait for things to work out in your favor. We have the Five of Coins reversed and the Two of Coins with the Knight of Swords reversed. So I see this person observing you. They're not pursuing you in a very masculine, rah-rah kind of way where it's like, oh, I'm going for it. They're observing you, getting to know you, having these little moments of connection, maybe even tapping into your energy spiritually, getting some divine guidance about it, tapping in with their guides, even with their family, like their friends, like asking, people for advice, whoever their team is. They're not spiritual, it'll be family and friends. And they're observing, and slowly but surely they're building a long-lasting, stable bond with you through small actions. Once they're with you, they'll give you their all, but until then, they're making the best decision, the right decision. They're not rushing into anything. So that is how they're going about it. That's what I got for you, group 2. Just literally follow your intuition and where spirit is leading you. Try new things, stack up that money so that you can make those changes you're being led to, if you're being led to anything like that at this time. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the White Geode and the Dive to You Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who will catch feelings for you next. Where will it go? How will they pursue you? All of that good stuff, Spirit, for group 3 with the White Geode. Please show us who they will catch feelings for, or who will catch feelings for them for group 3. Okay, so we got a secret crush and spiritual awakening. So right away, I'm feeling for you, group three, that you have triggered an awakening within someone. And this could even be someone that you connected with about spirituality, someone who felt drawn to you, attracted to you because of your spiritual beliefs. We have the addiction card that has come up as well. This person could be addicted to you. We got the home card that has just come out. Them feeling really safe with you, feeling like you're home. Or this could be someone who is struggling with addiction to some capacity, regardless of what that is. Not all are super extreme. It could be them being stuck on partner after partner. It could be a physical, kind of thing versus them struggling with something specific. But we got secret crush and spiritual awakening. So this is someone who's been crushing on you for a while. This is someone who really admires you. And Spirit is showing me that this person specifically really admires what it is that you bring to the world. They genuinely see you as a light or someone who is different than the usual. They feel like you're the kind of person that you just genuinely don't meet every day. They feel like you're different. They feel like you're unique. They feel just like a totally different aura from you. They don't feel dismissed. They feel listened to. They feel important. So you have a tendency to make people feel very important, group three. This person is your admirer. They're attracted to you. They're going to be a potential romantic suitor for you in the future. And they definitely get those butterflies around you. Spiritual awakening could even be an epiphany versus like a full-on enlightenment. It could be more about life lessons or even a rebirth as well. So I feel like this person almost is able to tap into alternate realities with you in the sense that they see you and it makes them see themselves differently. Their life has been going a certain way. They have their same struggles, and the people around them, they're used to hearing whatever this person, talks about or complains about or whatever they're struggling with. But you come in and you bring a totally different frequency to this person, a totally different perspective. And it's almost like they're able to see themselves out of what they have already decided is going to be their future and in a different future potentially. And you know what? If this addiction is talking about their growing obsession with you, that could be exactly what it is that triggered it, because this person could always feel like, okay, I'm going in one direction, or this is how things are going to be for me. But then you come in and you're like bringing in this whole new world, this whole new frequency and vibration, and they catch that vibration and they're on a high now. They're like, oh my goodness, I feel so different. I feel like my destiny could change with group three. That can definitely create a toxic attachment or an obsession. Now we have the snake card here, so I'm going to have to see what that's all about. This can be about deception and shadiness, or this could even be about an enemy. So if this is an enemies to lovers situation where, who Spirit is showing me, if you've watched Love Island, Spirit is showing me Ace. And I always felt like that about Ace with Huda. I know for a fact that if Huda really gave Ace the time of day, he would fold for her 100%. It always kind of gave closet secret hater, but at the same time wanted to be close to her, but couldn't help but to microaggress her because he was frustrated that he wasn't able to get what he wanted from her. Even if you never watched the show, Ace is a person that represents an archetype in this reading, where it's someone who feels attracted to you, but they're almost mad that they feel attracted to you. So you get these weird microaggressions, like how they tell you when you're a kid, oh, if he pulls your hair, that means he likes you. And it's like, what? How could a microaggression or a flat out aggression be considered some sort of like positive thing? And it's because a lot of people can't handle their emotions. So even if they like you, it's like they feel like aggression towards you sometimes. So this could be more of that, but the snake can also represent temptation, and someone being very tempted and lustful towards you. We have the home card here. I feel like you're a sense of comfort and safety from this person. They feel like they belong with you, or a sense of belonging to you and with you, and they feel like you're a safe space, a shelter, someone who understands them. Let's keep going, Spirit. For group three, show us more. Who will catch feelings for group three, or who will they catch feelings for? I'm not going to take that many. Spirit, just one more for Group 2. Ugh, and we got another stack that came out. It's like, all right, when the stack comes out twice, I'm just going to have to take the cards. So look out for Cancerian energies. Sensitive gangsters, that's the way to explain Cancer. Because one thing about Cancer, Cancer is about that action, about that life, especially when you're messing with their loved ones. But they definitely have a strong sensitivity. And you know what? I feel like Cancer is misunderstood because Cancers are known for being emotional, but there's so many different emotions. So that means when they're excited, they're excited. When they're angry, they're angry. When they're sad, they're sad. But people always attribute Cancer to just sadness. So I feel like this person is definitely someone who's very emotional. They have a lot of feelings, a lot of big feelings. They can be very sympathetic and nostalgic. Whoever they feel that sense of comfort with, they definitely stick to, and they feel protective over that thing. Especially in a relationship, this could be someone who it's like they feel like attached to you, aggressive. They will fight someone who tries to get close to you. But at the same time, they'll pout and even, go against you if you're not giving them what they want. We have the Mars card here, which only amplifies that. Also look out for Aries placements. Aries is ruled by Mars. Scorpio is co-ruled by Mars as well. Mars is the old ruler, I want to say, or was it Pluto? I can't remember. I think Mars is the old ruler and Pluto is the current ruler of Scorpio. So you can look out for Scorpio placements as well. But this makes this person quite impulsive, someone with a strong desire, okay? Mars is about force and heat. It's about strength and competition. So this person loves that high, stakes environment where it's like, I feel like I got to compete. And I feel like this excitement and almost impatience or even anger when I'm, in the process of getting what I want. It's so hard to read this person's energy from your perspective. I just know it. It's got to feel so confusing. It's like, how are you sensitive and feeling a way when I talk to someone else or when I do something you don't like, yet you try to pursue me almost in a toxic kind of way? Like, what in the world? We got the conjunction, the quincunx, and the 7th house of relationships. So a conjunction is all about working really well together. A conjunction is an astrological aspect when planets are working together in a positive way. A quincunx is when planets are working together or aspecting each other, but they really don't understand each other, and they're even working with each other in almost a negative kind of way. So I feel like this connection has a lot of potential. It has potential to be really good, or it has potential for you guys to just misunderstand each other. Working together as a team can be really beneficial, but it can feel like a huge risk working with this person because it's like, are you mad? Are you happy? Are you, do you love me or are you mad at me? Like, what's the tea? You're trying to figure it out. We got the 7th house of relationships, so I do feel that this person was someone that you met for the purpose of romantic intention. The 7th house talks about partners and companionships. It talks about marriage as well and relationships. The 7th house does also rule friendships, so this could be someone who's like a bestie. But the 7th of house does have this nuance of opposition. So I feel like if you guys come together, you can share different things with each other. You could add to their life, they could add to yours, or you could get together and it could just blow up. It really just depends. It really just depends on if you guys are able to work it out or not. So this is a tough one. Spirit, how will they pursue group 3 and where will it go? Yeah, it's so weird that you guys have like such a strong attachment, yet there's distance. We got the Knight of Cups reversed with the Death card reversed. So this is like, I won't pursue you. I won't give you exactly what you want. I won't make it super clear that I want you, but also Death card reversed, I won't let you go. And I feel like that's making sense as to why the Snake card came up, because the snake is essentially something that's not good for you or something that is deceptive. I feel like you fell in love with their heart or you are attracted to their heart, but at the same time, you know intuitively that they're very bad for you and that maybe there's a lack of progress that will happen here. We got the World card reverse and the 3 of Wands reverse. So this person has already caught feelings for you. But in terms of like long-term stability, it's looking more like addiction and attachment versus like true love and partnership. The world is happily ever after, and the Three of Wands is progress. So you don't really want to see those reverse, especially in a love reading. When that's showing up, when I'm asking, like, okay, where will it go? How will they pursue you? Spirit is saying it might honestly be unlikely that you guys are able to make it to that happily ever after. And then we got the Lovers card reversed at the bottom of the deck. Sheesh. You know, it's like we have the 7th house here, we have the Lovers card here, but they're showing up surrounded by cards that are saying that you too may miss out on that potential. So I feel like the best thing for you to do, Ace of Swords, is if this person is disrespecting you or they're not giving you what you want and you need, cut them off very definitively and let them go through that secret awakening, or sorry, that spiritual awakening all by themselves. That's why they're likely going through that spiritual awakening, so that they can become a true match to you. Because in their current position, you know, it just kind of looks like they would end up tearing you down, or maybe even feeling like, you know, your time is being wasted being with this person because they're so behind in terms of the work they need to do to truly be a match to you. Maybe it's better that they're pining away as a secret crush. And you know what? To be honest, a lot of people won't come towards you because they know intuitively, I just saw 1212, that they may not be a good fit for you. They know that they come with a lot of baggage and they keep themselves hidden for a reason. So sometimes maybe it's better to trust that good reason. But I will say this connection has potential. I could see why you would like this person, but that's why they're meant to go through this spiritual awakening, and you can't help them through it, because if they don't go through it on their own, they don't fully learn what they need to learn and become who they need to become to benefit you. So it's going to feel hard. Let them go through that spiritual awakening, and then maybe after that, you guys can give each other a shot. That's what I got for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose Group 4 with the Blue Geode and the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see who is catching feelings for you. Or who are you catching feelings for? Where will it go? How will they pursue you? How will you pursue each other? We shall see. Spirit, for Group 4 with the Blue Geode, please show us who is catching feelings for Group 4. Ooh, we got the Soulmate card, and right away it definitely felt spiritual. So for a small portion of you, this is something that's manifesting in spiritual ways or in spiritual realms before it's grounded in the 3D. You're able to pick up on it. So this could be this person showing up for you in the dream space, maybe faceless, extra irritating, right? How Spirit likes to do. Spirit always likes to keep us on the edge, to keep us engaged in doing what we need to do and listening to our intuition. So Spirit will drop in something like that. Interestingly enough, we got the Secret Crush card here as well, and I'm feeling a symbolic energy with that, where this could be a secret crush in the sense that it's just a secret to you, as in it's not being revealed to you right away who this is. Spirit, for Group 4. I'm also seeing that this person definitely has a huge purpose in your life. We got soulmate, family, and friends. So I'm seeing that this person is impacting every area. It's like they're your soulmate. You feel romantically connected to them. You feel that strong pull to them in a spiritual kind of way. And then in the future, you'll see each other as family or build a family together. This person is also like your best friend, your confidant, someone who you want to spend time with, even if it's not romantic, even if it just feels like friends hanging out. That's enough with this person because the bond is so genuine and strong. I'm feeling a lot of that here. This could also, the soulmate in this card, it does say like twin flame, soul contract, soul connection, and past lives. So the soulmate card in this deck talks about other forms of connections as well. So this could be a twin flame dynamic. This could be a soul contract in the sense that you guys are meant to serve a purpose in each other's lives. I'm definitely feeling that. There could be past lives you've spent together. But in this life, I do feel like your connection goes generations, like through, Spirit's showing me like dynasties going way back, where it's like red string theory it's reminding me of, where you've always been connected and kind of always will be connected and led to each other in this life and the next after that. So I'm feeling like, this could be something deeper. It also says ancestors and origin on the family card. So this could be someone you've known for a long, long time, Group 4. And then we have the friends card here. So I feel like this could start as a friendship, or this could start as a family dynamic in the sense that you guys are like soul fam. Yeah, Spirit is showing me like festivals where it's like, you know, you got your festival fam kind of thing, your soul tribe kind of energy. But this is an acquaintance. This is someone you can trust. This is someone who gives you support and someone who is loyal to you from the beginning. So definitely giving kind of like friendship that turns into something more, or acquaintance, or, you know, connection that turns into something more. We got proposal and secret crush. So I see this person, you know, revealing their feelings. I see them making a romantic proposal, which will be so nice because it's a bit awkward when you start as friends or as acquaintances and then it turns into something more. It can kind of make you feel like, should I ruin the friendship and risk losing out on this person altogether to pursue something higher level, to pursue romance? Like, I don't know. A lot of people get stuck in that energy, but this person, they're crushing on you for a while after you meet, and then they're finally making their move. So this person is likely going to be the one who confesses to you first and reveals their feelings. But in the beginning, they're definitely showing up as a secret admirer, someone who's very attracted to you, and you're likely very attracted to them as well. It's natural. With that soulmate energy, talking about like the possibility of a twin flame dynamic or soul contract, soul connections in past lives, this one's kind of hard to miss. Typically with that kind of energy, you feel like love at first sight, like right away. It's very hard to miss that there's something more going on. You give each other butterflies and they're finally just going at it. They're like, all right, let me make you a love offer. And that love offer is going to feel like a wish come true. It's definitely an agreement. So something like deeper. They're not looking for something surface level. They're looking for something more real, something deeper. And this could even be like moving forward into engagement after that, especially with that family card coming up as well, talking about the potential to, you know, start a family together or be soul fam or really build something long lasting. So let's keep going and see what we get. Spirit for group 4, tell us more. Who will catch feelings for group 4, or who is group 4 catching feelings for? First card out, we got Scorpio, so you can look out for Scorpio placements. We also got the 8th house of intimacy, which I want to say is ruled by Scorpio. Coming out, Scorpio or Pluto, it has those connections there. We got Mercury as well, so you can look out for Virgo. Who else is ruled by Mercury? You can look out for Virgo placements, anyone with strong mercurial energy in their chart. And we also got the 4th house of roots coming out from this deck as well. So in terms of your purpose, we got the 8th house and the 4th house, okay? The 8th house is the house of intimacy, whereas the 4th house is the house of like family and home. So I'm feeling like you guys, you know, especially with all these multiple synchronicities coming up talking about home, you will likely start a family with this person or move in with this person at some point. You guys will also have like a really nice inner world, very comfortable home and living situation with each other. The 4th house is all about like comfort and cooking and shelter, self-care. It's about rejuvenation, your habits, you know, being in your own little universe. So that's what this person is providing to you, your own little universe to be comfortable in, to be in love in. And, you know, I feel like there's some, it kind of feels like coming home to your partner as well. It feels like this person is the light of your world and vice versa. We got the 8th house of intimacy, which is like very intense. It's about investments and intensity. It's about, again, soul contracts, which the soulmate card in the first deck was talking about. The 8th house does rule physical intimacy as well and obsession. So this person could definitely worship you and be obsessed with you. This person could have a darker kind of energy. The 8th house has the connections to the underworld, reminding me of the story of Persephone, how she was sucked up from the garden. And then her mom made a contract, I want to say with Zeus. She made an agreement with Zeus that Persephone would be able to live above ground for half of the year, below ground, you know, for half of the year as well, with the king of the darkness. And Persephone was like, hold on, I don't want to go home. I actually like it down here. Like, okay, girl, look at you. Like, not you falling for Hades. Like, what the, like, oh my God. She did. She said, I like that evil man. Okay. So this person could have a bit of a darkness to them, and you could be very attracted to that. Or again, this could be vice versa. You could have a darkness and a shadow side to you, and you really want to be with someone who can match your freak. I see them matching your freak, group 4. And I also see, your connection being very physically intimate and you guys having really good physical intimacy. We got Scorpio and Mercury. So Scorpio can be very transformative and passionate, but also like intense, thorough and obsessive, very much so big on intimacy, very primal and lusty. This person is deep and eternal, very mysterious as well, compulsive, even a bit destructive at times or manipulative. So this person has a strong shadow. And we have Mercury, the planet of communication, thoughts, information, and analysis. Spirit is showing me the news. This person could have some capacity to work in the news, whether they write or whether they're someone who's involved on social media, like someone who speaks out. So maybe it's not like an official news platform that they work for, but something to do with delivering information. This person could be a public speaker to some capacity. This person has a lot of ideas and awareness about the world. This person has a lot of curiosity and they kind of create their own narrative and they find themselves wanting to be inspired a lot. So I feel like this person has a strong connection to like media or news or information. They could be big on social media, someone who's always speaking out, or in real life, someone who's always, sharing their opinions and speaking out. So how will they pursue group 4, or how will group 4 pursue them? Oof. Definitely a lot of attraction going on here. So first of all, this connection doesn't start traditionally. We have the Nymph of Wands and the Monarch reversed with the Nine of Swords. So it definitely seems like there's something holding the two of you back in the beginning. And I feel like it's just that you guys don't start super romantic, and especially tapping into that Scorpio energy and that 8th house energy. Scorpio does have a tendency to observe and kind of stalk their prey like a tiger. And it's like, you could easily, totally end up secured before you even know it. And it's like you're kind of backed into a corner. You don't even know it. You don't even know that Scorpio's been plotting on you for a while. We got the 6 of Cups reversed and the 7 of Wands. So yeah, this is likely someone that you don't know. And with that 7 of Wands reversed as well, you really don't see it coming. We have the 2 of Swords and the Star reversed. So I feel like this person, 8 of Wands, waits for the very perfect time to strike. But they're definitely observing you and stalking you a bit before they make their move. And there's just no better way to say it. Like, I guess observe, but it's straight up stalking. Like, they're definitely watching you, getting to know you, feeling those vibes. They're seducing you as well, I'm seeing. Seducing you very subtly in a way that's very hard to notice, almost drives you crazy. And next thing you know, you're so obsessed with them and strung out on them. And the whole time it's been a part of their plan. We got the Spirit of Swords and the 9 of Cups. So I feel like this person always does things in a way that benefits them the most. 9 of Cups is about a very emotionally fulfilled and emotionally empowered position. This person definitely maintains their power with that 9 of Cups. And with that Spirit of Swords, it's like they attack once it's the perfect opportunity. Now, we do have the Spirit of Cups here, so I do see this person like, going towards you, and I do see them pursuing you. Nymph of Pentacles reversed at the right time. They're seducing you. They're making you fall in love with them, and then they're securing you once there's basically no one else you could imagine being with. Oh my goodness, this person is sly. And with the 8 of Wands, once they move, it's very, very fast. This person pursuing you is very, very seductive. Now, in terms of what they want, we got some good energy as far as that. This person, especially with that 4th house family vibe we were getting before, is definitely looking for something that is more lasting, more grounded. That's one thing about Scorpio placements. Once they find their person, they feel like this is my person. They don't typically stray. Now, you can't reverse seduce them and make them see you as their person, but if they naturally see you as their person, typically they don't really let go. So I see this person being in it for the long haul. That's what I got for you, group 4. Watch out, okay? Listen, look at the corner of your eye. You're going to see them. You're going to be able to notice, but once you really catch on, it might feel too late. That's what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.